Before beginning any exercise program or changing your physical activity patterns, you should always consult with your doctor or physician, particularly if you have been inactive, are very overweight, or have or suspect any sort of medical condition that might be worsened by exercise. That being said, this resource is for the clients of KanduFitness, who train under his supervision. Use of any material, information, and/or advice given in this YouTube page by a non-client is done at the viewer's own risk. Thank you, and train smart.
Alright guys, so if you followed me from the last video here, welcome again. So, orientation time. Let's speak here about my personal fitness philosophy. Depending on who you speak to, actually, let me back up a little bit. As I said, it's my personal fitness philosophy. So if you speak to another personal trainer, especially if it's here, you may get a different philosophy from them. And when I say philosophy, because sometimes words tend to be a little cumbersome and confusing. So just to keep it simple, when I say philosophy, what I mean is a guiding system. So basically, it's a system that you kind of have in your mind. So it's like a little mental system that kind of like directs you. So it'll be like, all right, well, I want to do cardio. How should I do it? I want to lift weights. I want to train my chest. How should I go about doing it? So your philosophy is important because, again, it is your guiding system. It kind of dictates what you do, why you do it, and why you view it as important, if that makes sense. And a lot of that, especially the what you do and why you do it, that falls into psychology also. But we're going to talk about that in our first session, not too much here. So as far as my fitness philosophy goes, I have 5 foundations of health and fitness. And we're going to talk about why there's 5. We're going to talk about my fitness philosophy a little bit more in the next video in terms of how it came about, because the more you know and the better idea you have, the more pieces you have of the complete picture, the better you'll be able to understand and then act accordingly, because people, not just people, basically everybody, they tend to act at their level of understanding, and that's imperative. So anyway, let's talk about the 5 foundations here. So we have sleep, water, nutrition, stretching, and exercise. There's 5 parts. I believe all 5 parts to be equally important. So 5 divided by 100% is what? 20% a piece. So let's talk about fitness quickly. When you hear or think of anybody doing fitness, you may hear, okay, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to exercise more, and that's all they do, right? So based on my particular fitness concept, if you only exercise and you neglect the other 4 things, and I do apologize about that, guys. I am working out here in the gym. I should say recording this here in the gym and outside my door. It's a vented door, so you're going to get a lot of volume. So if you hear that, I do apologize. But anyway, back to what I'm saying. So most people only focus on exercise. So if they're all equal and this makes up 100%, each one of these are equivalent to 20% each, right? So if you're only doing exercise and not doing the other 4, that means you're only going to be working at 20% efficiency, which is an issue, especially if you want to do something quickly. However, if you can view fitness from a holistic standpoint and knock out all 5 parts, that's when results happen quicker. I'm not going to say quickly, because quickly is going to be subjective, but quicker means like regardless of who you are and what your thought process is or thought processes are, if you do all 5 things, it will happen quicker. So that's that. The 5 parts are sleeping, water, nutrition, stretching, and exercise. Questions, comments, concerns, let me know. And again, like, we're going to be talking more about this at the orientation, so don't sweat it too much. Don't sweat the small stuff. But this stuff is very, very important. I shouldn't call it small, but it's definitely foundational. And again, this is my particular philosophy. So you can go online and somebody else may be like, oh, well, what's important to fitness is this, that, the third. And I'm going to be like, all right, whatever, that's their particular opinion. But I'm saying based on my experiences, based on the experiences of my clients who get results, and not to mention when you actually do it and start thinking this way, I guarantee, I shouldn't say that, but like, you'll be much more likely to get results in my personal opinion. So again, the 5 foundations of fitness in regards to my fitness philosophy is sleeping, water, nutrition, stretching, and exercise. We'll talk more about that in person, and take care, guys.